everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be doing something that I have been slightly excited for a little while, and I'm hoping that it is helpful to anyone who might be new to USPS as an RCA. And I feel like this would have been something I would have loved to watch when I first started. And just a little background, I was a dental assistant for 20 years, and then I started working for USPS as an RCA, which is a Rural Carrier Associate. You're basically a substitute to the regulars, who are the ones that are doing the rural routes on a daily basis. And it's a good job. So it's not easy, but it's a great job. And I just think this would be helpful, but I think this is also going to be entertaining because I am a nerd and I carry these 3 things with me on the daily basis, and I have not gone through my backpack for months, and I just kind of keep shoving stuff in there, and it is so heavy that I need to go through it. So what I thought I would do is kind of do like a little bit like of a what's in my bag kind of video. Like I said, I haven't gone through this in months, so we're just gonna kind of go through it together. But I will also give you some helpful things to know if this is something that you're going to be doing, or just if you are a rural carrier, maybe some other ideas of things that you don't have that would be helpful. So let's get started, and I'm probably going to turn the camera around so that way we can see better to what I'm showing, and then you don't have to stare at me the whole time. So let's do that. And first thing we're going to go through is this. So I get teased a lot for this. It is a shower caddy from Walmart that I believe I picked up, and people tease me for it because it's a shower caddy, but this thing has saved me countless times, and I can keep a lot of things in here that I'm reaching for in the truck every day. So this is helpful, so don't mind all the teasing, just do what makes sense for you. And then we're gonna go through the big bag, and then I'll show you the different coolers that I have that I'll take with me every day. Like I said, I haven't gone through the bag, but this I'm reaching for stuff every day. All right, I'll just pull from here. So on the left side here, I keep these little tabs or these little stickers. So these are the stickers that you would put inside the cluster boxes. So you would put the little tabs in here, the little pieces of paper as a label. The regulars do these, but sometimes if you're kind of like you have a hold down on a route, then you will kind of be updating it, and sometimes they're just really old and you can't read them as a substitute, so I will kind of update them sometimes, so I do keep them in there. So then this little middle section is kind of like my girly stuff, I guess. So I always try to keep my hair back. So I have some clips, we have a mascara. I think the funny thing is going to be how many lip products I carry with me, because I'm just extra like that. So we'll just put those to the side. You obviously don't need that, but you do need a good lip balm that has a good SPF in it, because your lips will burn and they will hurt. So you definitely want to get a good chapstick. But yeah, this is just completely unnecessary. I tried to push this back a little bit so you can actually see. Definitely want to carry some kind of Tylenol, whatever you can take. Ibuprofen is my go-to for headaches, and some gum I keep in here. I have some hair ties, rubber bands. You're gonna see rubber bands. You'll find rubber bands everywhere. More lip products that I don't need. A little eyeshadow, a little perfume. This was a pen. And then these stupid viral Flint's mints that are a waste of money. Okay, and then in the back here, I picked up these reusable bags from Costco a while ago, and I keep my phone and my earbuds in there because the truck gets so hot that your electronic stuff, if you're carrying it, sometimes will actually overheat. So I keep this with me in the truck, and then I'll put it in my cooler, especially on these really hot days because of the fact that it does overheat. So that is like a little trick there. All right, so then on here, I just bought this lanyard and I connected it to here because you're gonna be reaching for your little barcode to scan every day. I am gonna cover up the numbers here just so that, because it's, you know, personal information, but you scan this whenever you're coming in, so that way you can log into your scanner. I have 3 little stickers here. I put my EN number on there because I can never remember it, and then my gas pin number, so that way I just have quick access to it if I need it. You really want to invest in a decent pair of sunglasses. Yes, they're gonna get scratched and ruined, but with the glare and sometimes with how dirty the windows are in the truck, then you really need a really nice pair of sunglasses. I got these from Cabela's, from like the Sunglass Hut little section in there, and these have been, you know, really helpful. And then I got one of these little organizer things. This is a mess right now, but I have all of these in here that I made. They are just pieces of cardstock. So you have them for big package markers or for package markers. So then that way when you're casing your mail, you can put something in there to remind yourself that you have a package without having to remember. And then we would even, like before, write the address on there just so that you have it. In case you don't have mail for them for that day, you can just put the address on there and then case it in so you remember that you have something. So there's a bunch of them in here. And then usually carry these little peach slips. Then we always have these with us. And then this is something, if we need a signature, we would leave this for you, so that way you could come pick it up at the post office. And just a little tidbit of information in case you ever receive one of these. A lot of people don't take the time to read the whole thing, but if you go to the back of it, and we do leave these for you, if you sign the back of it here on this little slip and then you put it back in your mailbox, then we would get it back the next day and then the following day, so that it saves you a trip to go into the post office to pick it up. We would just bring it back for you. So I know some people don't read that and they don't realize, but that is just like a little tidbit of information. So just have like some notepad things in here, a little bottle of body spray from Bath & Body Works. I keep a little pencil pouch in here. It's like a Lisa Frank one. But then keep extra pens and markers and things in there. And what else? More like a little charger thingy that doesn't really work. And then of course you have to always have your dog spray with you, and carry that, extra pens, and just more paper junk that I need to actually clean out. So that's everything that I keep with me that's like kind of close to me, so that I'm reaching for it the whole time or whenever I need it. And I'm just gonna throw that all back in there, and then we're gonna move on to the one I think is gonna be the most fun, which is the backpack. Also, you want to get yourself a couple nice water bottles that are going to keep your water nice and cold, because it, like I said, especially in the summertime, the truck, it gets so hot. It's like over 100 degrees in there, and you are going to need to really keep yourself hydrated. And these were a 2-pack that I got from Costco, and you can keep your eyes out for places like that where you can get a good deal on them, but definitely invest in a decent water bottle so that you have something with cold water with you at all times. So that's something I wanted to mention. All right, so I turned myself around so that I can see what I'm grabbing from here too, and then also you can probably see my reaction to it, because I think this is going to be interesting to what comes out of this bag. Like I said, I have not gone through it. So first thing is, get yourself a big bag. It doesn't need to be this monstrous. This is like a bug out bag, but something that you don't care that's going to get dirty, because it is going to get dirty, but you want it to be sturdy enough to carry all your crap with you during the day. So I just have this one. I think it was Frankie's, and I kind of just stole it from him. So anyways, let's just get started. So first thing in here I'm pulling out is this cute little Turkey Hill little bag that I have, and I will keep my license and then my card with me, my debit card, just in case for whatever reason, just so that I have it, because I don't want to bring my purse with me, obviously. And then I keep change in here for the Coke machine or the vending machine in the back in case I'm craving something. And yeah, so I have that with me just so I don't have to carry my purse with me. I keep that right in the front. Okay, then we have a deodorant because obviously we want to stay fresh during the day. Oh my God, there's so much stuff in here. Okay, so there's gonna be probably a ton of mints. Then we have the little hand warmer things, which they usually will give to you, but if they don't, make sure you have them. They do come in handy during the colder months and they do work. Then I just got these little tabs. I had a bag, I had already used these, came from Harbor Freight. So these are just little tags that you can put on the keys for the cluster boxes. And I was helping on a route where they don't have any numbers on their parcel locker keys. And I think as a customer, that would drive me nuts because you have to try each one. So I was slowly but surely updating them and then working on that. So I have them for that. And then we have more mints. I keep trying to move this because I want you to be able to see actually what I'm pulling out of here. Okay, so apparently I just keep buying mints and throwing them in here. So that's basically everything that's in that first little pouch that's there. So some people will keep like hard candies with them. Or just something to have during the day if you need something. And yeah, so that was the first little section. Now we're gonna open the second section. I'm really curious it's gonna be what's in here. Okay, so right off the bat here, I have some antibacterial wipes. These came from the Dollar Tree. They usually have just a package of baby wipes that I keep in a Ziploc bag so they don't dry out. And of course you have them to clean your hands or use them when you need them, because your hands do get filthy dirty. So when I was a dental assistant for all those years, I was wearing gloves all day long. So I don't wear gloves, and some people do, some people don't. I just don't want to wear them anymore because I had them for 20 years. So I will not put them on. So I'm constantly trying to wipe my hands, especially after so long, because they get really, really dirty. And for women, your nails are going to look awful because of the ink. It gets stuck underneath your nails. It's like dyes it, and it's so hard to get yourself a really good nail brush so that you can really clean them, because your hands will stain from ink. This is another box of the little labels that I had, so I just have them in there. All right, I think I have several of these baggies that are just filled with random stuff. So I have some tissues in here. That is definitely a must. These, this is what I'm talking about. These are Gas X pills, and I've never used them, so I probably just put them in there just to have them. More lip products. I'm gonna do a tally at the end to see how many I actually have, because I know that I just am ridiculous with it. So there's 3 more in that one. And then a little thing of toothpaste, and then a little thing of poopery, because you have to carry that with you wherever you go. Okay, here's a good one. So these are headlamps, and you definitely want a good one. So I have 2. This one was the one that I had the first one that I got. And make sure you carry extra batteries with you, because there's nothing worse than having to use this and needing it, and you do need it when it starts getting darker earlier when you're delivering, and it's nothing worse than it dying on you and then you can't see anything, because sometimes the overhead lights in the trucks don't work, and they sometimes are like just awful. So you definitely need a good headlamp, and I will link this one, but Frankie got me a newer one and that one is really good. This is the other one, the other headlamp that I have, a newer one that I have that I use the most that Frank picked up for me. This came from Harbor Freight, I believe, so I'll try to link it down below. This one is really nice because it's motion activated. So it takes a little bit of time to get used to it when you're actually using it, because you kind of have to get yourself into a rhythm of kind of swiping your hand in front of it to turn it off and on. But it does come, I really like this one a lot. So it's very bright to begin with. It has separate lights on here. So if, for whatever reason, if you need a red light, I don't ever use that. But it has this feature, I forget, I haven't used it for a while, so I forget how to turn it on. Oh, there it is. So when you see this little red light here on the side, then that's how you know that it's on automatic. So it's gonna be hard for me to show you. Put this down here. So yeah, whenever you want to turn it off and on, you would just wave your hand in front of it. So when I would pull mail from the side and on the trays, I would just kind of do this off and on, and then that way it's not blinding someone that's driving towards you, because I think that is a distraction. So it's really helpful to have this, and the battery seems to last for quite some time with it too. So this is definitely one I would recommend if you're able to pick it up. But the other one that I have that I'll link as well is also very nice too. And then I picked this up from Walmart. It's just a little first aid kit. Definitely get yourself at least some band-aids to put in there and some like little alcohol swabs, because you will get paper cuts, and the worst ones are like the cardboard cuts because those hurt. So you definitely want to make sure you have like a little first aid kit with you, and these are really inexpensive. Like I said, I got mine from Walmart. All right, I have a brush in here, some floss. This was something that I got from a grocery outlet that I thought would be helpful to kind of prop up somewhere on the truck, but I didn't really wind up using it, and it's kind of distracting in the truck, and I think the batteries are actually dead on it. It's rechargeable, so it has the light here, and then you can kind of move this. So you might try stuff like this and it might work for you. It has like a little hook where you can hang it. You just have to find something that works best for you. So that was that. And then, oh my goodness, we have more mints. I think that comes from like the dental stuff, because I can't stand like having bad breath. This is a glove. This is one glove. My dad, when I first started there, he ordered me like so many different pairs of gloves to try, because some of them don't work with your scanner, and even the touch ones that are supposed to be like where they work with stuff like that, your phone, they don't work with the scanner for some reason. So these happen to work. So these are ones that are Milwaukee, and I've had luck with these, so I do keep that. The other one I'm sure is in here somewhere. Then we have the big department. Okay. Boy, this is a lot of crap. Okay. So I have a grocery bag in here. More mints. Okay, I have just regular trash bags in here. I got these from the Dollar Tree, because when you're delivering packages and it's raining, you don't want their stuff to obviously get ruined. So you can get these plastic bags from work that they can give you to use, but they are the worst pain in the butt, because they're really clear, really super thin, and then the little lines where they would cut off are hard to find. So I just grabbed these so that I have them, and they're easier to use obviously. And for $1.25, this one you get 13 in here, so it's just easier to throw it in there. Then we have the rain suit. So you definitely want to invest in a good rain suit. So I have the pants here. These are from Field & Stream. And then I have the jacket. The one thing you want to look for when you're getting your rain jacket to try is that the hood part of it stays secure on your head. Because when you're standing out in the rain or at a cluster box and it's windy, or anytime it's windy, and that thing keeps blowing back because it's not secure enough or snug to your head, it's awful because you're trying to keep the mail from getting wet, and at the same time you're trying to keep this over your head. It's a waste of time. Get yourself a really nice rain jacket and make sure that the hood part fits, because I had to learn that the hard way. So 100% make sure you get yourself, and the rain pants are definitely a must. All right, okay, so I probably am gonna pull out some extra clothes in here because I'll just throw stuff in here. I'm like my little Space Jam t-shirt that's in there. This little sweater that I must have thrown in there one day for some reason. Here is another glove. So this is not the same one. Like I said, I had different ones. I was trying them out. This one is from DeWalt, I think. No, I don't know how it's DexFit, I think is the name of the brand. These have more of like a grippy thing too. You also want to have something that's snug to your hand because you're handling the mail. You don't want to have something too bulky that you can't actually handle the mail with it. Oh, okay. This one, oh, these actually, I got these from Temu and they are awesome. So for gloves, rather than have gloves that cover your whole hand because of the scanner thing, you can get gloves that have the hand, like the finger part cut out, and they are awesome because then you don't have to worry about the scanner and you still have something warm on your hands. So if they have these still, I'll try to link them from their website, but these are really cute. I mean, they're not the best quality and the little fuzzy stuff does come off, but for the most part, they're gonna get ruined anyway. So for a couple dollars, those are actually a really good deal. This one of my coworkers gave to me, I think not last year, but the year before. And this thing is awesome. I don't know where she got it from, but it's like a little snug like scarf that you would put on, and it's super warm and comfortable and definitely helps when it's really cold and just so chilly out, to keep something around your neck. And I will use this, and I keep this in here for that. I think I need to swap this stuff though, because I'm not going to be needing that for a long time, as well as this. So my sister actually, oh no, it's stuck. Ugh. My sister actually knitted this for me, and it's like super duper thick and it's very big, so it kind of makes me look like a gnome. But it's so warm, so you definitely want to keep your head covered, because obviously, as you know, a lot of the heat goes out of your head. So when it's freezing and you're in the truck and you're freezing, you definitely want something to keep that covered. Okay, I have two of these in here. God knows where the lids are, but these are the spray away glass cleaners, and I usually keep microfiber cloths in here with this because of the windshields. Like I said, sometimes you get really awful glares. It's not like they're sending their trucks to get them detailed, so they're really dirty, and this is a lifesaver when you get into a truck that you're not, you know, that has windows that really need to be cleaned. And this stuff definitely is the best stuff in the world when it comes to cleaning windows. So that is a must. What else? Oh, here's one of the caps. There's that. We have another little deodorant, another little perfume. What else is in here? A toothbrush. This is hand cream, so that's helpful. You want to get the O'Keeffe's hand cream and the lip products. Those are really good. Those are definitely a must. This is disgusting. This needs to go right in the trash. This was a hand cream, and it looks like it opened and went everywhere, so that's good. We have another glove, so this is part of that other set. Then we have, these are long johns. So another one thing that you definitely want to get is a pair of long johns, because they are life-saving when you're freezing, especially during the middle of winter when it's frigid and you want to bundle up as much as possible. And the biggest thing is layers. You want to always dress in layers, because one minute you can be hot, the next minute you can be cold, and you want to be prepared. So that's why you'll see like layers of stuff in here, because of that reason. What is this? This is, oh, another, I had a second pair of rain pants. These are from Columbia, so I got these from Cabela's. Here's another pair of gloves. So I get a couple pairs of gloves. Here's the other cap for the other bottle. This is just a t-shirt that I forgot that I even had from Tractor Supply. That's at the very bottom. These are from Welly. They're stomach soother pills, and it's like the pink bismuth stuff basically. Make sure you have something for your stomach with you, because that is an awful feeling to have a really upset stomach when you are stuck in a mail truck, especially as a rural carrier, because there's not a lot of restrooms around. Like a woman's product that I don't even need, Band-Aids, another hair clip, more mints, another lip product, another little perfume sample, and this, let me see, is there anything else in here? Oh my god, this is so ridiculous. This I had, I ordered a bunch of stuff when I was like doing the prepper phase, and I grabbed a bunch of these emergency blankets, so I must have put this in there from a long time ago because I forgot I even had that. And then I also had an emergency poncho, which I've never used. Just get the rain jackets, so much better. And then what else is in here? More Tylenol is in here. This is Benadryl, which I've never had to use. This is something that I probably haven't used. Omeprazole. What is that? For heartburn or something? I don't even know. I had this in here. This is Imodium. So again, more stomach stuff. And then I had little sugar packets in here. I don't even use them. I just, for whatever reason, put them in there a long time ago, I guess. And what else? I think that's it. More stomach. This is, I have no idea what. More Benadryl, never used it. So I think that's it. So there's two more things in here I was saving for the end. Okay. This is something I got on Amazon Prime, which is coming up. And if you're a mail carrier, you know when that's coming up because you know you're going to be busy. Last year, and it is awesome. So if you are looking to get something that is going to be useful and will come in handy in not only your work life but also your personal life, this is a very good one. So this is a Noco jump starter, and it is very good to have because it's rechargeable. It has a light on it, and I will link this exact one in the description box, but it has just a little 12-volt attachment there, and basically you would just connect these to the truck. They die all the time, so instead of having to wait for someone to come jump you or find a customer to come jump your truck or have to wait for a tow truck even, just get one of yourselves one of these, and it is going to save you a lot of time and a lot of stress. And this just has a little power button on there. You connect it white or the black to black, red to red, and then you hit this little button and it shoots the power out of it. And I've used it for the LLV and an FFV, and they both work perfectly. I don't know about the ProMaster or the other one, the whatever it's called. I'm sure it would work for that too. And then, like I said, and then you can also take this with you for your regular life in case you ever have a dead battery. You don't have to look for anyone to help you. And that's an awesome find for Amazon Prime Day. The thing I was going to look for this year are the ramp things, or like the little I don't know what they're called. I'll show you a picture up on the screen, but in case you get stuck, because everyone gets stuck in the snow, and it would be just something to have so that way you don't try to find like a piece of wood or something to put under your tire to get you out of being stuck, and everyone gets stuck, so just be prepared for that. Oh, I forgot this. This was these little bags here. I think everything that was in this one fell out. And what do we know? We have more lip products in here. This one was open, so this has to go in the trash. That's disgusting. So we'll get that out of there. This is the last thing. Men don't have to worry about this as much because they can just pee wherever. But for women, if it's an emergency, you want to make sure you're ready for it because, like I said, as a rural carrier, sometimes there's no place to pee. And honestly, I am not comfortable with trying to find just a spot in the woods because of trail cameras, and cameras are everywhere. You are being watched every second of your day, and if you think you're not, you are. So in an emergency case, which I don't have to use this very often, I bought at first a plastic reusable one, and the first time that I ever did have to use it, I went to the gas station to get gas afterwards, and I accidentally threw it with the bag into the trash there. So I was like, well, I'm never getting that again. You can get that, just be extra careful. However, Amazon does offer, this is clean, obviously, I haven't used it, these little portable ones for women, and it's just to pee standing up. And then obviously you want to make sure you have like a wipe with you or paper towel, and then a bottle that's big enough because you don't want to have a tiny little bottle to put this with. But like I said, these are very easy to use. They come in a large pack. Like I said, I've had that pack forever because it's emergency purposes only. Try to pee whenever you possibly can so you don't have to use something like this. But just in case, you have it and you don't have to worry about it. So that is the last thing, and I just keep that separate in a bag. And like I said, it's clean, so I'm not worried about it, but that's that. So the last thing I'm gonna go over is just the coolers. And again, the cooler thing is funny to me because I gradually went up in sizes, and this one was the one that I've used, and this is just from Dickies, and it's just like a little lunchbox type of situation. And in here I have, these are awesome, the liquid IVs, so something to have for hydration, definitely a must. And then I usually keep some kind of bars with me. You don't want to be getting anything where you're going to have to be using your hands a lot. So things like this that are in packaging are really good to have because you don't have to touch it because your hands do get so dirty. These are little coffee bombs from Nudge. They're like little chocolate coated coffee pods. So you have them. And then another Larabar type of thing. Have some little candies, and then I also have, again, more stomach stuff. So like I said, there's nothing worse than having an upset stomach when you are in a truck. So try to handle it this way and take care of it before it becomes an issue. So then that was that one. So then after, some days I'll take that, and then some days once it starts getting warmer, then I'll get this one. So this is just like a medium-sized little Coleman one, and that way you can keep your drinks or your ice packs in here, keep them nice and cold, but it doesn't hold a lot of stuff between food and having several water bottles. So when it gets really hot out, then that's when you want to break out the big one. So this is heavy, and when you carry it and you have all your stuff in there, it does get super duper heavy. But trust me, it's amazing to have. This is from Playmate. So this is annoying in this top part because it always comes off. But again, I have nuts in there and something easy to snack on, more bars, and then more of these liquid IV things. And then I like to drink those little flavor packets just to keep myself from drinking like just plain water all day. And that's there. So the best thing to put in here are not only just those little freezer pack things, kind of like layer them, is frozen water bottles, because throughout the day the frozen water bottles will obviously thaw out, but it'll keep everything nice and cool in there. I know some people actually freeze half bottles of water and then they'll fill the other half with cold water, so that way sometimes, depending on how cold your cooler is, it will actually not unfreeze, and then when you are getting really thirsty and you want to drink, your water bottle's still frozen. So you want to have multiples in there so that way you have something to drink at all times, because like I said, you really go through a lot of water in those trucks in the summertime. So that is going to be everything. I figured I would just mention a couple extra little things about being a rural carrier. A rural carrier, because they're not in the city area, they don't have to wear a uniform. So luckily we get to wear whatever we want, within reason. You don't want to look like a bum driving around. But yeah, so you get to wear whatever you want, so that's kind of nice. And then if you're the main caretaker in your house and you're getting into this job as something newer and you are the one that does the cooking and the cleaning, start coming up with a plan B, because you get so busy, especially around the holiday time, that it is impossible to keep it all together because you're so busy, especially also in the summertime with the heat, because when you get home, you're tired, you're exhausted. It really takes a toll on you and it's really hard to keep up with everything. So that's just something to consider or to know ahead of time. They tell you at first you're probably, like when you sign up or when you do it, apply that you're not going to get a lot of hours. That's a lie. You will, unless you go to like a really small office. You will get a lot of hours for sure. And if you can't get a lot of hours in your office, you can always go to other offices that need help to get extra hours. And yeah, just, it's a really good job. You get really good benefits. You have to wait your turn in order to get a regular route of yourself. And it depends on how many people are there, when they're planning on leaving, if something happens to them, and then what kind of order you're in what place. So I'm technically third to get one, so I have to wait for 2 other people to get one before me, before I get my own. So it sometimes takes a long time to get that, but once you do, then you have, obviously you make more, you have your own route, you're only doing that route. Sometimes you'll help with other things, but for the most part you're doing your own route, and you get, yeah, so more benefits from that too. So that's the story. I hope this was somewhat entertaining and also somewhat helpful. If you have any questions, you can let me know down below. Anything that I can find to link, especially the Novo Jumpstart thing. This thing, like I said, it has come in handy so many times. In fact, there's been multiple times where instead of get the regular jumper cables out at work in the mornings, if somebody's truck is dead or they left their lights on or something, that the mechanic or the maintenance person will actually have me go grab this rather than pull out the other stuff, because this does work so well. So this is definitely a must-have if it's something that you can afford, or put that, but just make sure you hold on to it, because unfortunately things do disappear in the office and people will swipe stuff. So, you know. But anyways, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye. And I almost forgot that before I started this, I tried to guess how many I would wind up pulling from the bag, and my guess was 10, and I was wrong. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 lip products that came from there. So when people say, what do you have in your backpack, I always joke and say I need a lot of lip gloss, and I guess I'm not over exaggerating. So just a little fun thing at the end.